What's up, ladies? In this video, we're gonna check out those 5 signs that he's really mad at you, really loves you, not mad, he really likes you, so he's really into you, okay? So we're gonna go with these 5 signs. They're gonna be pretty easy. You're gonna be able to spot those signs. They're gonna be non-verbal signs, but also behavioral signs. You know, when you are dating a guy, you also want to start basing your ideas on the behavior he actually has towards you. So we're gonna make it easy. So first sign that a guy really likes you, let's start with the non-verbal, is when the proximity starts to get, narrower. It starts to get closer to you during the day. Like, you can actually see that this guy is actually getting closer and closer to you during the day. Like, for example, say you're on the first date, you want to find out if the guy likes you. Or maybe you're in a social circle and you want to find out if the guy really likes you. All you have to do is to just check how many times the guy tries to get closer to you. The more he tries to get closer to you, the more times he tries to get closer to you, the easier it is that he's probably into you and really likes you. So that's pretty easy. Okay, it's not that hard. It's just a proximity. It's a distance thing, you know. The narrower the distance between you and the other guy, the easier the chance that he's really into you. So it's pretty simple. Now, this actually happens during a date and also during social circles. Like, for example, you're not sure if a guy likes you in a social circle, and all you have to do is just to check out if he actually gets closer to you from time to time, okay? And if that happens a lot of times, then basically that's a good sign. There's another sign that probably really likes you, is into you, which is the touchy thing. I call it like that. I used to call it like that with my Italian clients because sometimes I speak in English with them. I got some English clients too. And the touchy is when basically the guy touches you a lot. Okay, there's many times he touches you, like he touches you here and there. The main points where he could be touching you are going to be like on the, on your arm, probably, and on your lower back. Those are really good signs that he's into you. The lower back touch is extremely nice. The shoulder touch and the arm touch, those are good touch points too, and those are good signs too. So that means obviously that he's probably into you, and you want to take those into account. So you also, before we go on, I want to make sure that you understand this. When you're trying to understand if a guy is really into you, really likes you, you want to add those things as points, like point one, like there's 2 signs, that's point 2, okay? So the more points you have, the easier it is that is probably into you. So you want to have as many points as possible. We're going to go towards 5 today, okay? Now in the next videos, if you follow me on YouTube, there's going to be other videos that I'll be talking about, signs he likes you. So you want to understand these things in order to find out if a guy is into you or not. So we have talked about the distance. We have talked about the touchy thing, so whether he touches you or is not touching you, the more he touches you, the more he's into you. Now let's talk about the look, okay? Now the look is really important. The way he looks at you matters a fucking lot. That's super important. So what do I mean by that? There's the triangle look, and we've been dissecting this in Italy, and the triangle look means that it's basically alternating the look between your eyes, your mouth, and also sometimes goes on the lower side of your neck, which is around here where I'm actually pointing with my fingers. Now, if a guy looks at you at your neck, that is a good sign, because that means there's some kind of a romantic view towards you, okay? Some kind of a soft and sweet way to look at you. And the neck look is really important. The eyes look is cool too, but it's not the main. When we actually see that the guy is looking at you mainly on the lips, okay, that means the guy is completely into you and he wants to almost kiss you. And this is another point. Like, the more he looks at your lips, the easier the chance he's actually thinking about you sexually, okay? So this is pretty easy and it's pretty obvious, but the more he does this, the better is the chance, the higher is the chance that he's into you. The more he looks at your lips and he starts gazing in your lips, the more is the chance that he's actually into you. Next, ladies, let's go on. is the obvious thing when you go on a first date. The guy tries to dress to impress. Jesus fucking Christ, that is amazing when a guy tries to dress to impress you, and he tries to do all he can to possibly actually make you see like he's doing it all. Like he flashes it out. It's some kind of, I call it the love bombing exposure, like birds, when birds use their feathers to conquer the female of the bird. That's the same thing. He actually tries to expose himself. He's overselling, he's exposing, he's dressing to impress. You go on a first date, second date, third date, the guy's still dressing to impress. That's a really good sign. That's a sign that's worth 2 points, okay? Because we saw the non-verbal, now we're actually seeing the behavioral. And he's actually acting as he has to oversell you. He has to show you that he's going to be, this good old boy, good old guy, dressed in all nice things, suiting up all the time. That is a good sign he's into you. So if he dresses to impress, well, that's a good sign. And the fifth sign, which is also a behavioral sign, is when the guy tries to pay everything for you. Even though you're on the third date, you haven't had sex yet, and he's still paying for dates. That's a good sign. He's paying for dates, he's paying for your drinks, he's spending money, he's actually investing his fucking ass into you, and that is the main sign you want to have. When you have a behavioral sign from a guy, he's investing, he's doing these good old things, he's trying to invest. Oh, let me try to impress this woman. Oh, let me try to, oh yeah, I look at her, I sexually into you. Oh my God. That means the guy is completely taken, okay? But that doesn't mean you have to go and have sex with him right straight away. You have to make him invest in order to keep the guy hooked and keep the guy interested in you. Otherwise, it's going to be too easy for him, because just dressing to impress is not going to be enough. Just paying for dates is not going to be enough. You got to have a guy that actually invests you in many, many ways, behavioral ways, temporary ways, economically. He has to invest in you, and that's all. You make sure you keep the guy with you. You keep the guy interested, and you keep him hooked. You keep him on the leash. And that's the way you make men fall in love. So these are the signs that a guy is really into you. Make sure you follow and subscribe. I'll see you in the next.